going to show you how to do some ignition breaker points on a larger 70s Briggs Statton. It'll be common to all like large single cylinder. Okay, on the side of the engine cover there'll be a beautiful little nub, 2 flathead screws. Now the number one reason points will fail is because moisture gets inside and there is no sealant. Well, the sealant's dried out around these points right here, so most of the time you can just clean them. I'm just going to replace them, but to clean them, this is your condenser. This is your points. Your points are in between there. You actually just take a piece of really fine sandpaper, probably 400 grit, and rub it in and out of there, blow it out, re-gap it to 20 thousandths, and you're good to go. It's generally all it takes, but let's go over how to replace it. Remove the condenser. That's your condenser. Your wire attached, the same one that the condenser is hooked to. Pull it off, and condenser there. You're going to want to attach the wire from behind. This actually, this little push rod, when the engine rotates, the little lobe opens and closes the points for you. And this is actually your adjustment for your point gap, this screw right here. And this nut actually sets it and locks it in place. So we're going to get that lined up on its hole. We actually start threading that in. That screws into the block. I gotta unscrew the top one, but this is a Chinese-made part, so not original Briggs. So you can't expect perfect fitment. So I just had to bend it just a little bit, just to get the thing, the holes to line up. Lock this bottom one down tight. Top one will actually come back out. Take our new condenser. Install the wire. Tighten down the little screw that holds the 2 wires. Wire from the coil, wire to the condenser. Little tab. Screw it down. I want to make sure this wire doesn't touch, either one of these wires don't touch anything, any of the metal. They're actually isolated. That wire touching metal actually is what shuts off your engine. That's actually your kill switch. Screw in there. So I'm going to put a ratchet wrench on the front of the engine and rotate the engine until I get to the point where the points are actually opening up to their widest. Not moving. I feel the compression of stroke. And now they're closing. And now they open back up. So when they're opened up, I need to make them 20 thousandths. The thing I like to do, because you don't want grease, you don't want to get grease between your points, so I actually clean my feeler gauge. Carburetor cleaner. So now with a clean feeler gauge, 20 thousandths, I'm going to insert that until I get a little bit of drag. Okay, I got a little bit of drag. So now what I want to do is actually close the gap again. So there, I close the gap on the engine. Then I open it back up. Check it. See, I think it's way too tight now. Then I'm going to lock down the little nut back on the back side. This little nut right here, which appears to be a 3/8. I'm going to lock that down. You use your screwdriver to hold it in place. You don't want to mess with the set screw. Check my gap again. Sure enough, it's too tight. So I got that screw tight, but I can put in just a little bit. Too much. So back out here. Go. Rotate the engine closed, then open again. Just check. Closed. Open back up. That's great. All my screws are snug. Double check. That one in there. Now I want to take my cover, pre-fit it. My wire in the right place. Take some of this. It's number 2. Number 2 is nice because it never hardens and you can clean it off. Apparently it's ready to go. There we go. I don't have to wait for it. It's coming out by itself. Just gonna put some around where the wire, right where the wire would come in. And just a little bit around the edges. Just keeps moisture out. This tractor actually hasn't been started since I think October or November of last year, and now it's July, so 7 months, 6 months, so let's try it out.